Okay, I want to talk a little more about SQL queries and some more things you can do with them. Okay, so to start with, I'm going to create a query that pulls out 3 or 4 fields from this patient master table. So I'm going to pull patient number, patient name, and maybe the city they live in. So if you recall, the way to do that is going to be keyword select, followed by whatever fields you want from that table. So I want patient number. So the other key, if you remember, is just watching the spelling. Make sure these field names are exactly as they appear in the table. So we got patient number, patient name, and city. There's nothing wrong with looking at the database, making sure your field names are correct as you're writing your queries. So we've got select fields. Other thing on that, don't forget, first field, comma, space, second field, so as many fields as you have, there should be a comma and a space between each one. When you're done with selecting the fields, you want keyword from, and then the table that you're getting it from, table name. So I've got select those fields from that table. Let me run that, and then I'll talk about a couple things you might want to switch up as you're writing your queries. But we usually want to write it and then test it. So let's see this, see if it works. So that's getting 3 fields from that table. But one thing I want to talk about, or a couple things I want to talk about, is the order you put these fields in. So they don't have to match the order of the table. You know, if we want city first and then patient name and patient number, you can order these fields however you want in your query. So if we, for some reason, wanted all the cities first, maybe because we want to look at those, you can put your field order in your select statement however you want. So as long as these are 3 valid fields in the patient master table, put them in whatever order you want based on how you want to see them in the results. And again, if we wanted additional fields, we could add them wherever we want. And so if we wanted 4 fields, we could do it, as many fields as you want, you could put in your select statement. One other thing to be aware of as you're writing your queries, and this is something I use all the time, so it's a good thing to be aware of. Sometimes you may want every field from that table. So if we wanted that, we could list all these fields in our select statement, like 7 or 8 of them. So you could, if you want, list those individually here. But if you just want everything from the table, all the fields in SQL, that's just a matter of putting an asterisk instead of the individual field names. So whenever you see a select statement that says select star from table name, that just means select all the fields. So there's nothing wrong with that. I use that all the time. So notice we don't have to necessarily list them all. Now if we want to change the order, we'd have to list them all. But if you just want them all from the table, the way they appear, select star from, or asterisk, whatever you want to call that, from the table name.